We're got a big mess to fix. Neon, good morning. Thank you for stopping in, taking time out of your day and saying hello. Alright, so we now only have one input trigger, so that can go, that can go, that can go, and that can go, and you are now just goods. But you are number one. You're number one. And you're number one. We are working on getting the whole area behind the BGA fixed. So we have our silo, we have the grass dryer for hay and silage, we have compost maker, we have liquid transitions to make herbicide and sugar water, we have bale storage, seed maker, fertilizer maker, and now I'm rebuilding this factory to make all of our animal feeds. So I've just got all the XML work to fix. So there's our in trigger. There's our out trigger. Are you making sewage and byproducts? You are. So I need, scroll up to the top of this factory. I need this trigger brought over here. Oh, we have that one. I need this trigger brought over to here. So that is our output trigger. So our input trigger is good, our output triggers are good. What did we add as our inputs? Power cells. Oh, I gotta fix all these coming down. Never mind. Let's start at the top. These are all have to be changed to goods. So that one's taken care of. So we have our goods there. So there's our mix 1. There's our mix 2. We're going to come back and fix all of our planes later. I'm just going to leave it for now. Let's just fix our input triggers. So that's going to goods. This one. That one. Mix 8. Molasses. Straw. Silage. We don't need empty sacks anymore because this is all going to be bulk. So we can get rid of this input. So let's save that. So let's come over to here. So we no longer input sacks. So unfortunately, that's going to have to, and then all these have to get renumbered. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So let's come back over here. So sacks are gone. Power cells we changed to diesel. it doesn't need only but 50,000. So there's our diesel. We don't have a visibility node for diesel anymore, so that can go. Alright, so there's our, that one is goods. Water is going to be goods. And raspberry is going to be goods. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we left off with raspberry, input 16. Alright, we've got to add hay in next. So let's grab this input. Yep, let's grab this input and move it over to here. And it is going to be just feed mill, not feed mill 2, and it's going to be number 17. And you're going to go into goods. And I can get rid of that gap. Alright, so there's our hay. Was 17. 18 was meat. So let's grab this guy. Let's move him over to here. You are now just feed mill, but you are number 18. No more visibility nodes. And then you're going to go into goods. Alright, so there's our, and then this gap can go. Alright, so there's our meat. So that's number 18. 19, we need chicken. So let's move this up to here. So you're going to be chicken. You are goods. You're number 19. And it's just feed mill, not feed mill 2. Alright. So we're combining both factories together. So that's 19, and what's our last input? Egg. So we need to bring the egg over. To this feed mill. So no visibility node. It's going to be just feed mill, and it's number 20, and it's going to go into goods, and we're going to input egg, and I want to input, so let's copy this, to here. And what's my fill type? Is it control find duck egg? That doesn't help me. Alright, so let's look at the hen house, or the poultry house. Is it hen house or poultry house? It must be poultry house. I need to see how it's worded, if it's uppercase or lowercase. Poultry house. Output. It is all lowercase duck egg. So let's go back to here. Let's add duck. So you can either add eggs or duck eggs in. Alright, so that's all of our inputs fixed. Our outputs are going to be Um, no more pallets. They're going to be the loading trigger. So I need this. So we can go back to the feed mill. So this can go. So here's our bird seed. And we can now change the capacities. Yep. Oh, were we already at 2 million? No, we weren't. So this, no more pallet spawners, can go here. The loading trigger. Our donkey food can go to 2 million liters. And I want to get rid of this. So there's our donkey food. Goat food can go to 2 million liters. So that gets rid of that mess. Our horse food is now cleaned. Our pig food our sheep food is now fixed. So what do we have after sheep food? We need to add dog food from this one. But let's get rid of this first. So let's bring our dog food over to this one. So there's our dog food. To bump you up. Alright, so what's under dog food? Under dog food is forage. So let's bring our forage over to here. And then under forage we have sewage and byproducts. So we have sewage and byproducts. So all of our outputs are fixed. Now I have to add, what did we add in the way of production lines? We added dog food, line 8. So nothing was changed up until production line 7. So production line 7 is fine. So let's come under here. So we added I need our dog food, which is this one. I need this one. Let's bring it over here. It's now going to be feed mill, production line 8. I don't need any of these operating parts. Alright, so that's going to make our dog food. And it's production line 8. And then we just need our TMR production. So our TMR production has to come over to this factory. And it is now, oh, I gotta fix this. It's now just feed mill, not feed mill 2. You are just feed mill. And you are production line number 9. You're gonna make our forage. Alright, that can go. So there's our production line 9. So let's clean this mess up. Let's go to production line 1. So you're going to make our bird seed. Production line 2 is going to make, oh no, hang on, we changed power cells to diesel. And we no longer have sacks because it's bulk. So that's our bird seed. Yep, alright. So our chicken feed is now going to be diesel. And we don't need sacks. And we don't need a second player trigger. So that cleans this one up. I get rid of all these extra gaps. Alright, so that cleans this one up. So that is our chicken feed line. Our donkey food line is now diesel. And we don't need any sacks. So we have our donkey food on our byproducts. I don't need player trigger 3. And let's get, so that's our donkey food. Goat food. We have our diesel. Don't need player trigger. Get rid of that gap. Get rid of that gap. And then, so there's our goat food. Our horse food. That can go. That can go. That can go. Alright, so that is our horse food. Get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Right, so there is our pig food. I'm going to give this a quick save because we have rain and storms moving in. So I'm going to save that map just in case. Alright, so that fixes our pig food. Our sheep food is going to be run off of diesel. No more sacks, it's bulk. No more player trigger 7. So that's our sheep food. So we have our diesel. So that's our dog food. There is our TMR. So those are all of our production lines. We got rid of these extra triggers. So you are pallet trigger 1, bale trigger 1. We got rid of the extra player triggers. I don't know how many planes in our smokes we have yet. We got to come back and fix those. We have trigger 2, but all of these other pallet spawners are now gone. So all of these can go. You can go. Alright, so that takes care of that mess. I do need, let's come down here. I need my smoke, my grain, my discharge. I need these brought over to here. Give that a quick save. Alright, now let's look at the backup file. Let's look here. I want to see how much smoke and how many particle systems I had and how many. So there's only, there's no smoke at all in this factory. There's no smoke, there's no fire, and there's only one plane. So the old factory only has the one plane, no smoke, no fire. So let's come up here, which is fine. We don't need any fire here. So you're clean. We can get rid of this. We can get rid of this. I can get rid of this. This is a green factory. It's not going to make any smoke. Alright, so that takes care of that. So I can get rid of this. You can go. You can go. So we still have our one plane. So let's come all the way back up to the top. And let's look at all of our inputs and see how many of those we have to fix. So our one plane, let me pull the map up. So that should be our plane. Oh, you're the collision. I need this guy. Oh, you're not going to let me find it that way, are you? Let's go to try and find our plane. Where is our plane? Are you in that transform group? You are. You're in this transform group somewhere. I just gotta find it. Where was it at? So you were in, where's our plane? Transform group number 8. We're in transform group number 8. Oh, here it is. There's my fill plane. It's going to be 8, 2, and 2. So my fill plane, let's fix this now. Where's my fill plane? Wrong factory. Feed mill. We only have one fill plane, and it is 8, 2, and 2. And what do you look like? You look like You look like manure actually, but it's gonna be, so let's come back up top. So our one fill plane, let's see what we have. Our one fill plane doesn't look like maize or millet. It looks more like, so let's take this and I'm going to put it in with my silage input. Let's put you here. And then all the rest of the, if any more have fill planes, they can just get deleted. So you can go. So that one's clean. That one's good. You're clean. Alright, silage has the plane. Alright. Now let's come back up here. Actually, I'm going to take these. Should be the same as these. So let's actually take a look at that. So our silage is going to be, our X is minus 0.104. So no, you are different. Was there more than one plane? Let's just scroll back to the top and look at all of our inputs for the old factory. No, only the one plane. Alright, so we are going to have to redo them. Alright, so you're going to be here and here. 0.2 is our high point. So that's our high point. Is it our high point? Yeah, that's our high point. And our low point is going to be here. Here. Alright, so that fixes our plane. So let's start back at the top. We have our input trigger, we have our two output triggers. All of our inputs should now be fixed. All of our outputs should now be fixed. All of our production lines should be fixed. Two, three, 4, 7, 8, 9. So there's all of our production lines. Alright, so now we just need to fix the rest of our i3D mapping. So the camera, so our camera is number 20. So we're going to be 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, and 0, 0, 2. Pallet trigger is 0, 0, 1. Bale trigger is 0, 0, 2. Player trigger is 2. we fixed our plane. Our gas, or our trigger to pick up our sewage and our byproducts is 1, 1, and 0. Our loading triggers is going to be 1,000. So these just need to go to a 0. So you got to go to a 0. Alright, so that should be all of our triggers. XML-wise fixed. We have our loading trigger here to pick up our bulk goods. We still cannot pick up by train. So you're going to go, you are, I got to fix you, so let's put you right there for now. So that one can go, that one can go. Does that leave me with a floating light anywhere? No. Alright. Player trigger has to get fixed, and our trigger to pick up our sewage and our trash has to get fixed. Or our sewage and our byproducts, I mean. So let's grab, I want, what factory do I want to steal it from? Let's go to the slaughterhouse. No, it's not going to have what I want. Let's go to the coal. Let's go to one of the mines. I know one of the mines has it. Let's go to the rock crusher, should have it. I want the liquid manure pit. Let me duplicate that. Oh, is that the right one? I don't know if that's the right one. Let me duplicate that. Let's cut it from there. Let's paste it into here. And did I bring the right one over? I did. So let's get you down to the ground. Up a little bit higher. Let's get you to 90. Bring you here. So let's bring our trigger over now to pick up our sewage and our byproducts. So that can go there. And then let's fix our player trigger. So you can go a lot smaller. Alright, so there's our player trigger. Let's grab our icon. Duplicate this one. Let's bring it over. And it's going to be feed mill. And then our, oop, wrong one. This guy can come down here. This guy can get deleted. You are now just feed mill. You are feed mill. And you are here and here. Alright, so let's come back up here. I think we're about done to jump in game and see what kind of errors we have with this mess. Some rock crusher. Alright, let's come back up here. So our in is taken care of. Our out is taken care of. We have our player trigger. Audio is there. We have our camera. We didn't change anything on our lighting. You are in the correct farmland. Let's save the map. While that is saving, I can close that. Feed mill 2 I can close. And Riccis Hollow, feed mill 2, yeah, make the changes. So we have our feed mill. I'm going to come in here while that's still saving. And our feed mill 2 can get deleted. We only have the one feed mill. So let's check. So everything here should now be fixed. No, dog food is not fixed. We gotta go back and look at dog food. Because our dog food, we input grain. We don't have grain on this map. It is mix. Which one's our grain? Grain is, we have to change it to mix 1. So we have to change grain to mix 1. Or it would throw a Lua error. And we have hay, straw, and silage to make our forage. We have meat, chicken, mix 1, which is grain, and eggs to make our dog food. Alright, so I think that's good. The map is saved. Let's see if it'll load or if it'll crash and burn. Alright, so let's go crank up a new game. If anybody's still hanging with me, thank you for hanging. I know there's a lot of boring work today. But I only have one more factory to rebuild. And we have to bring the battery factory in. So seed I can cross off my list. Fertilizer I can cross off my list. Textile mill can get crossed off the list. We're getting there. So let's crank this up. I'm going to need to throw some money in. We're going to have to buy that property. And then let's grab some speed. So if we come over here, we should now have our feed mill. Ooh, I almost got hit by the train. We didn't make any changes, so there shouldn't be anything floating. Got some missing grass to fix. Let me go Control G. Okay, that's always a good sign. It doesn't crash. And then let's buy this property. And now I should get a menu. We do. So let's come all the way up to the top. So we have our bird seed production to make our duck feed. We have our chicken feed production. We have our donkey food, our goat food, our horse food, our pig food, our sheep food, our dog food, and our TMR production. Let's see if this trigger works, if I broke it. So let's grab this guy and a tipper. So let's jump in here. And let's throw in, doesn't matter. Let's grab some silage. Alright, so our trigger still works, and our fill plane works. Alright. So I should be able to drop off by truck or by train. And then we should come off, when we come under here, we should get our trigger to pick up all of our foods. So, yep. So we can pick up all of our foods here in bulk. Alright, so that's good. And then we can pick up our sewage and our byproducts here. Let's check the log for errors. Alright, so let's go back to our log. Scroll up. I gotta go in and fix all those textures. Alright, so that factory's not fixed yet. I will fix this whole mess off camera that I broke. I imported a building in and forgot to fix the texture, so it's now all broken. I have to go into the map i3D and fix that. What do we have here? Feed mill. Did I double the hay? It's telling me I've got it already exists. Uh-oh, we got a problem. Alright, so it's telling me that we have dry grass windrow as an input twice. So let's come over to here. I want to grab this. Control C. I want to come over here. I want to go Control F. Let's see what we've got. We've got, oh, mix 5 contains dry grass windrow. Alright, so it's a alright, so now we're gonna have to We're going to have to eliminate hay. So you become 17, you become 18, you become 19. So we have to come over here, we have to eliminate hay as an input. So you become 17, 18, and 19, but where's our dry grass windrow? Mix 5. So we have to change hay to mix 5. So let's find where hay was. You are mix 5. Alright, that's the only one. Alright, so that eliminates that duplicate error. So let's call the feed mill done. Alright, so that's done. Alright, so feed mill's done. Let's clean up this grass, and then this whole complex over here is going to be done. Let's just get rid of, there we go, that takes care of that. So everything over here, this whole complex is going to be done. No, it's not. We got to clean this up. Let's put our train tracks back in. Let's go. So let's go to gravel. Let's put our gravel in here. Alright, so that works. Let's take our grass, fill our grass back into the tracks. Put our grass back in on this side up to the tracks. And then let's get rid of the extra grass here. So let's go back to grass. Let's put a line of grass back across here. Where we took this factory out. And let's go to railway gravel, and let's just throw some that in there like that. And now we have to go to round deco foliage. And then let's put our weeds back along the tracks. Wrong one. Let's put our weeds back along the tracks. And let's just get some weeds back along this side. Something like that. Alright, so that cleans this up. So this complex is fixed. 1018, I'll catch you later, old man. Have a good stream. Thanks, 1018. Thanks for stopping and saying hello. Yeah, I'm only going to go about another, I don't know, maybe half an hour now. I'm going to get out of here for lunch. Half hour, 45 minutes. So this big spot here, I'm going to leave open for a future placeable. You can put down what you want there. Alright, so let's fly back to this corner. We're getting there. Only a couple more factories. Alright, so I want to put this whole area back here needs to get fixed. So let me do a save. Did that even save? It is saving. Alright, while that is saving, let's go to, I only have the one map open? Yeah, I only have the one map open. So let's go to Riccis Hollow, new buildings. So this I can get rid of, this I can get rid of, this I can get rid of. That cleans those up. Let's open up, so let's go here, let's go mods, Ritchieville. Let's crack this map open. I want to steal the power cell plant. Oh, I can't wake up. I am so tired today. Alright, so let's just go to global company. And I want to grab power cell production. Power cell production. Let's go file, export. Power cell production. And while I'm in here, I'm going to grab the seaweed pond. Because we don't get to it before lunch, we'll get to it after lunch. So let's go file, export, seaweed pond. Alright, so we can close this map. I'm not making any changes to it. So let's come into here. Let's look at our power cell production. You are just now particle systems. So that's fixed. And then our seaweed pond is just now particle systems. So that is fixed. So let's go. We're going to create a transform group. We are going to go cut and paste it into here. I'm going to duplicate it. Alright, the first one is going to be power cell production. Second one is going to be seaweed pond. Alright, so let's go file, import power cell production. Let's cut it from there, paste it into here, and slide you down. And over. I don't know if I like it back here. Yeah, we're gonna go over here. We're going over here. Alright, so let's go. Let's pull you over here. Let's turn you to 90. Let's get you along the track so we can drop off by truck or by train. I'm gonna try and get you. I think you're about right where I want you. I'm gonna pull you back just a hair. No, I don't. We're gonna leave you there. We are gonna get rid of this little bit of grass. So let's go to grass. Let's make sure we're on subtract. Let's get rid of the grass under here. Like so. And let's get rid of you. Alright, so we can drop off all of our goods by truck or by train. Let's get you up this way a little bit closer. Oh, and no, let's not. Let's leave you where I had you. I can paint the grass back in. Do we want to slide it up and get it closer? No, I don't want to slide it up and get it any closer. Let's leave it right where it is. Yep, let's leave it right where it is. So let's go. So you're going to be my player trigger, correct? You are. So let's come down here. Let's grab our icon. Pull it up out of pull it up out of the ground, and let's get it about where that trigger was. So where's our player trigger? So let's slide our player trigger down a little bit so it's on the icon. Power cell, crap, what was it? Production. Power cell production. So let's go here. And let's go. Power cell production. Power cell production. So there is our hotspot done. Our player trigger's fixed. Now we have to put it in its own farmland. So let's fix that next. And it's gonna, let's make, so let's grab one we're not using. So let's go power cell, I didn't want to put a space there, crap. Let's try that again. Power cell production without the space. You're going to be number 113. We'll check the price when we get in game. So you're going to be number 113, which is 0, 4, 5, and 6. hate when it does that. Oh, 4, 5, and 6. You're 113. This whole plant has to be number 113. So let's grab my square brush, and then let's make this guy all the way to the road. Let's go here, straight over, and I'll match it up on that side. So let's come all the way out to the road, and yeah, I'll just take you all the way down to this property. Take you back. So let's fix this back half. Alright, so let's take you so you're even on that side and that side. Alright, so there's our power cell production. Let me give this a quick save. So let's go to the Riccisville map. And let's grab our power cell production and bring it over to the Hollow map. And again, it doesn't really matter where it goes. So there's our, let's change this to Riccis Hollow. And then let's grab Riccis Hollow, and let's grab Riccisville. Power cell production. Into here. And then let's change all of Riccisville to Riccis Hollow. Save this. Now, nothing should have changed. All of our i3D mapping should be the same. So let's look at our fill planes. Our coal is number 1, and none of that has moved. So all of our fill planes have not moved. So let's just check. Camera, I don't think anything has moved, so camera is still 6. Yep, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. I don't think anything has moved. That's going to be 1 and 1. Player trigger is 7. None of our smoke has moved. None of our planes have. Yeah, everything should be fine. So our XML is saved. Our map is saved. Let's minimize this. Let's go into Riccis Hollow. Let's crank up a new game. Man, I've got the bots out in full force tonight. Or this morning, I should say. Alright, so we head in here. We should now have power cell production. So let's grab some cash. And a little bit of speed, just because I hate walking slow. Let's make sure nothing's floating. We have all of our spawners. We have all of our spawners. We have all of our fill planes for our copper, our nickel, and our coal. I could drop off by truck or by train. So let's purchase this. How much is this piece of property? 252,000. You don't need it right away, so you're going to earn it. I'm not going to lower that price. So you're going to have to earn this factory. And then we have our power cell production done. That was like way too easy. Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, so let's quit out of here. Let's check the log for errors. And come up here. So what do we have? This one, which I haven't fixed that factory yet. I have to go into the i3D and fix all that pathing. I messed the factory up when I imported it. So I have to fix that. This is our factory that's not fixed yet. These will all get fixed when I go in and fix the particle material holder and the fill plate material holder. So those will go away. No errors with power cell production. So let's call power cell production done. So call power cell production done. It is 11 o'clock. Give me like 5 minutes, I'll be back. Alright, and it looks like my phone is frozen, so let me reset my phone so I can actually see my stream. That's the only place I can see chat. So let me reset my stream on my phone. If I'm still live, if I didn't get cut off. Alright. Let's see if my phone is no longer frozen. Let's go back here to window. There we go. My stream is no longer frozen. I want to thank everybody for hanging out. Alright, so that was Power Cell production done. Let me grab my to-do list. So that takes care of that. Let's go to the, let's get the seaweed pond in and let's fix this back corner so we can finally call this back corner done. We're gonna, no, I don't want to put the seaweed pond there. Let's see what we've got up here. I can either put it back there or I can put it up here. I'm not sure where it's going to go yet, but I want to look at this space up here. So we have our silt. We have our silt on this side. We have our glue factory there. I don't want to squeeze it in here. I don't want to squeeze it in there. Let's go back here. Let's get the seaweed pond back here and we can get this corner finished. We're getting there. There's not that many factories left to import or build. So Power Cell production is done. Let's go File, Import the seaweed pond. And we're going to have to get rid of the extra trees, which is fine. But for now, sorry about that, my sinuses are killing me today. Let's cut it out of there, let's paste it into here. Let's get rid of the extra trees. We're gonna, we'll deal with them later. Actually, I think it's gonna fit in really nice back here. We might even be able to get rid of the fence. Oh, look at that. Like the space was made for this factory. I'm going to leave a drive around. I'm going to leave it out a little bit so you can drive around it. Man, I swear the space was made for this factory. Alright, so we need a couple things. I need a water plane. So we're going to steal a water plane from the waterfall. And we're going to move it back there. Or I can steal one from the poultry house. Where the heck did I put the poultry house? Oh, I can steal this water plane. Yeah, we can steal this one. So let me let me duplicate that. Let me feed mill, we're done. Let's come back here to the seaweed pond. Let me cut it out of there. Let me paste it into here. And then let's go get the water plane put in where it needs to go. So let's go edit. Let's get it in place and get it the right size. So it's going to have to go a little bit, not that wide, a little bit wider. A little bit longer. A little bit longer. There we go. Something like that. And then let's go to 100. Let's go to replace. Let's go to my round brush. Let's take this so we can see the seaweed. So we can turn our byproducts into seaweed. And then we'll adjust the factory and the water plane accordingly. Let's just get this back like so. And then let's click off of there a second so I can see. And let's give the edges a quick smooth. And now we're going to see if any of the fence is floating. Alright, so that's going to be our... I'm going to have to drop this water plate down a little bit. Because I want the seaweed, I want part of the seaweed sticking up out of the water. Let's go up a little bit more. How do you look? Alright, so let's grab let's go to rough dirt. Get rid of the forest ground. And then let's go to our animal mud. And then once we get in game, we may have to adjust the height of the water or the height of the seaweed that spawns in. Alright. And then, like I said, we'll decorate it and we'll fix all of that later. Did that make any of our fence float when I cut the pond in? You might be a little, how you floating on this side? No, you look pretty good. Alright. We got a lot of landscaping to do back here to finish this corner. But, alright, let's go back to our new seaweed pond. And where is our player trigger? Is there. So let's grab our icon. Put it about here. Get it renamed, and then where was our trigger? About there. So there's our seaweed pond. Let's get our hotspot done. there's our seaweed pond. Alright, so that's done. It's going to need its own farmland. So let's come over here. Let's grab one we're not using. We're not using number 114. So it's going to be bits 1, 4, 5, and 6. So it's going to be 1, 4, 5, and 6, which is, what did I miss? 1, 4, 5, and 6, 114. Our seaweed pond has to be number 114. So now we can paint. This is a mess. Alright, so let's grab this square brush. And so let's grab our seaweed pond. Let's come over here. Let's just take it across and cover up all of this green. So come out, straighten this line up. Now let's take this line to the road. Take you to the road. So you will own all of this property. Take you to the road on this side. And let's clean up this edge. So when you buy this property, it's not all messed up. So let's get you over to here. Alright, so that looks about right. So there's the seaweed pond. So seaweed pond is map-wise, everything is done. Let's give that a save. Let's come over here. Let's grab the seaweed pond out of here. Move it over to this map. Let's get the name corrected. Let's give that a save, and then let's bring the seaweed pond. Let's copy that into this map, and let's get it renamed to the hollow map. And then the only thing I have to fix, everything should be the same. When I deleted the trees, it renumbered some of the sequence. You're done saving, you're done saving. So our player trigger is now number 9. Why do I have pallets? Oh, I know why I have pallets, so they can stay. So nothing else has changed. So our seaweed pond should spawn in with no errors. Start a new game. And again, I'm just going to throw some money in. And grab a little bit of speed. Alright, so we should now have our seaweed pond. What does the water level look like? We don't have our seaweed in here because we're not making any. So I can't check the height of the seaweed. I just want to make sure nothing's floating. We're spawning our... we're spawning our dead cells back out there because this factory takes power cells. So let's buy this property. Cost us 199,000, which is fine. It's not something you're going to get running right away anyway. So we're going to add our byproducts and our power cells. We're going to get seaweed and dead cells back. And I'm not even going to test the triggers. We'll test the triggers when we test the entire map. Let's get out of here. I'll check the log for errors. Oop, I don't want to quit. Alright, so let's check the log for errors. And make sure there's no errors with this factory. No, I messed something up. Oh no. No, we're good. That factory's not fixed yet. These I'm going to fix off camera. And then this factory we didn't fix yet. Okay, so there's nothing wrong with the seaweed pond. Seaweed pond, I'm going to call done. Alright, so I'm going to call this done. Now we need to fix the rest of the farmlands back here. And then we need to do all bunch of landscaping and trees and stuff back here. So this used to be the old North Silt Pond. North Silt Pond. So this used to be number 70. Bits 1, 2, and 6. So let's go 1, 2, and 6. Yeah, so that's going to leave this piece of property for placeables, but it's got a weird like shape to it. I'm just gonna leave it. So that piece of property, if you're gonna wanna buy it, you're gonna have to. It's gonna just be a weird shape. All right, so let's get. Let's go create a transform group. Let me close that one. Just come up to the top and work my way down. So global company I can close for now. Field trees. So let's come down here. I want to go. I want to paste it in here. Alright, so you're going to be Old North Silt Pond. So I know what area it was. So let's grab a tree. I'm going to duplicate it. Now I want to take that one. What transform group are you in? Scroll back to the top. You're in. Okay, I put you in the wrong transform group, but I can live with that. So let's go edit, cut, edit, paste, and then let's take you, let's cut you out of there, let's put you in here. So you're in the correct transform group. And then perfect. So now we can take this guy and then we can start filling our trees back in and get our landscaping in this area done. Alright. So let's fix our road coming in. So we're going to come down our road. Let's go back to rough dirt. So we're going to fix our, let's go to round. So our road's coming in, it's going to come around this factory, so let's get that taken care of. So you do I want to leave it rough dirt or do I want to go to concrete? That's an awful lot of let's see what it looks like. We can always change it. Alright, so let's go to asphalt. And let's go back to square. So if we brought asphalt in up here around this glue factory. Take you to about here. Yeah, and then we'll fix the roads coming in. So that gives the glue factory something to sit on. The oil well can stay rough dirt. Let's get the drywall factory sitting on concrete. Rough it in and then we'll clean it up. So we clean up this side. So we got this one sitting on concrete. And that's good. Bring our rough dirt, we'll bring our road back in. So that gets that one sitting on a concrete pad. Let's get the textile mill sitting on a concrete pad, and then we'll fix our roads. So let's get you sitting on concrete first. And back. And you're going to come back to about there, and you're going to come across. Something like that. Let's bring you back a little bit more. Alright, so now we're going to have let's go back to round and go back to dirt. So this road that's coming out of this back area here is now going to come around this way. And it's going to come out that way. So let's grab our forest ground and let's fill this back in. Alright, so let's grab, duplicate that tree. Let's bring that tree over here and let's finish this side. So let's get this side put back in. And then throw you back there for now. So that gets this side taken care of. So our road is going to come around here. Rough dirt. So our road's going to come around here, up through here, and around this factory. Something like that. And now we're going to get so let's go back to our forest ground. And let's get our forest ground in here. You around like so. how do we want to transition this parking lot in? Let's go bring you around like so. So that's going to transition that in. And then let's just bring the concrete or the asphalt out. To like here. And rough dirt, like something like that. Then let's bring, actually no, let's bring our rough dirt. Let's bring this road around and bring you in that way. I like that works. And then let's take some trees. Let's take our trees. Let's throw a couple in here. Alright, so that's that part. We'll work our way back out. So we'll throw some trees along here. If you want this spot, you're going to have to buy it and cut the trees down if you want to put any placeables in back here. Alright, so that takes us to there. So now let's take so you're going to come down here. So let's grab our forest ground and let's get I'm going to make you work around the trees. If you want to, you're going to have to cut them down. So let's go like this. I may come in game and hate it and change it, but let's throw a couple trees in here. Get a little bit of separation between these factories. So you're driving down the ramp. You're going to come in here. You're going to pick up your, that's a drop-off point. Yeah, you got plenty of room to drive around here, drop your goods off, drive through here, and then drive back out on this side. Alright, so that works. So let's go like this. Let's take our rough dirt. Let's bring it through here. Like so. So we can drive through there and drop off our goods there. So let's go back to let's go back to forest ground a minute. And then go back to rough dirt. So let's get our road coming out here and around. Get you into that factory. And around that way and back out. So they get you around this factory. I can live with that. So let's come back up here. Let's grab our forest ground. Commit something like that. Couple more filled in on this side. So that puts that factory in. And then let's get a road. No, I can live with that. So let's take our forest ground. And then let's come back around here. Something like this. Bring this back around. Yes, bring you around. Something like that. Let's go back to rough dirt a second. And let's just bring our rows. We got enough room to drive around. Around like that. So now let's grab our rough. We're still on rough dirt. We're still on rough dirt. So you're going to come back around. You can come out this way. Or you can come around this way. So let's go like this. And let's grab let's throw a couple trees here. And then let's continue our trees around here. And then I'm going to get out of here for lunch for about an hour, hour and a half. So we'll come around there. So how do we look at ground level? So we have our oil well there. We have our glue factory there. We have our seaweed pond here. Let's give this a save. Billy Wayne Elliott, it is going well. How are you doing today? If you've been in chat hanging around, I haven't seen you. I was really wasn't paying attention to chat. It's not been that busy today. Chat's been quiet today. But thank you for stopping in, saying hello. I'm doing well because, believe it or not, Ritchieville is like ready to go. Riccis Hollow is getting really, really close to being done. So let me take the seaweed pond off my list. This map is getting really, really close to being done. Alright, so let's come in game. I'm going to see what this area looks like back here, and then I'm going to get out of here for about an hour, hour and a half for lunch, and then we'll stop back in. So let's crank up a new game. I'm thinking 2 or 3 more days and this map will be ready for testing. Yeah, Ridgeville, I'm hoping the last update to Ridgeville to Dixie and Papa Smurf this morning. And hopefully I can get it to my Patreons tomorrow. And then out to everybody on the 19th. So let's head back here. Alright, so here's our seaweed pond. Let me get a little bit of speed because I hate walking slow. Alright, so here's our seaweed pond. So that's it. So when we drive down the road, alright, I want to get a couple more trees along there. So alright, so we drive down the road, we come in. Let's do this. Hold on. Let's grab my store delivery mod. Let's grab so let's jump in this guy and spin around and see what it looks like coming down the road. Alright, so we come down the road. Yeah, I want to get some more trees along both sides of that. So we come down. We have our oil pump, our oil wells here. So we'll get make our crude oil there. We come around. I want to change this to a dirt road on this side. So we come around, we have our glue factory on this side. Yep, I want to add a dirt road around here. So this will be our glue factory. Or we can come in this way and drive around. We have the drywall factory. Yeah, I could definitely put more trees in. So we have our drywall factory here. Drop off by truck or by train. Yeah, I want to get some more trees along here. So we have our textile mill here. Yeah, I'm gonna take a lunch break and I'm gonna come in here and do a lot more landscaping. And I'm gonna change these dirt roads up a little bit more. So that's our textile factory is good. And then you can still drive around to get into this field that's back here. Or you could take this field and flatten it out and make a future placeable area for yourself. Oh, wipeout. I want to take this hump out that I just noticed. That's like right here somewhere. Yeah, right here. I got to smooth this area out a little bit. Rob VTV, how are you doing today? Oh, you're asking. You are speaking to each other. Alright, yeah, we got a lot more landscaping to do. We're going to fix a couple roads. We're going to get rid of some of this extra concrete, put some more dirt roads in. We're going to get some more landscaping done back here. So we come out this way, and then I want to come back out here and come back out of the hollow. Alright, let me get out of here. I am going to throw it on ending soon. I am going to save my map and close it. And after lunch, we're going to finish landscaping that back corner. Then we have to rebuild the old stone processing plant that makes sewer pipes and planters. We have to build that into a new factory. And then once that's done, the only thing I have to fix yet is Central Station and then bring all of our pallet warehouses in. So we're getting there. I want to thank everybody for stopping in, saying hello, taking time out of their day. I'll be back in about an hour, hour and a half if anybody else wants to stop back in.